Let un be a sequence with terms u1, u2, u3 up to un. Summation of un from n equals to 1 to n is equals to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus up to plus un. This expression is called a series, and it's called a finite series because the sum of the sequences start from u1 and ends at un. Let's say un started from u1, u2, u3 up to infinity. That is, un is infinite. Then summation un from n equals to 1 to infinity is equals to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus up to infinity. Since the sum of the sequences start from u1 up to an unknown or no n, then this expression is called infinite series. Let's say a sequence un is a geometric sequence. That is, un is equals to u0 r to the n if n is greater than or equals to 0, or un is equals to u1 r to the n minus 1 if n is greater than or equals to 1, where r is called a common ratio. Summation un from n equals to 0 to infinity, or summation un from n equals to 1 to infinity, is called a geometric series. Let's consider this series where n ranges from 0 to infinity. If mark r is less than 1, then summation un from n equals to 0 to infinity converges, and the sum to infinity is said to be finite and is equals to the value u0 over 1 minus r, where u0 is the first term of the sequence un. If mark r is greater than or equals to 1, then the series diverges. Is this series geometric? Is the series also convergent? Let's find out whether the series is geometric. Summation 1 over 3 to the n from n equals to 0 to infinity is equals to 3 to the n, 1 over 3 to the 0, 1 over 3 to the 0 plus 1 over 3 to the 1 plus 1 over 3 to the 2 plus up to infinity. Here we put 0 when n is equals to 0, 1 when n is equals to 1, 2 when n is equals to 2, and we can continue to write the terms. That is 1 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 9 plus and so on. To find out if the series is convergent, we need to find out if un plus 1 all over un is equals to r, where r is a constant. That is 1 is u1. That is 1 over 3 divided by 1 is equals to 1 on 3. 1 on 3 is a constant. Therefore, the series is a geometric series. We also need to find out whether the series is convergent. That is, mark 1 on 3 less than 1. Since mark 1 on 3 is less than 1, therefore, the series is convergent. Harmonic series. Any series of the form summation 1 over n from n equals to 1 to infinity is called harmonic series. Example, is this series summation 5 over n from n equals to 1 to infinity harmonic? Summation 5 over n from n equals to 1 to infinity can be written as 5 times summation n from 1 to infinity 1 over n. That's 5 is factorized out following the properties of summation. This series look like this. Therefore, this series is harmonic. P series. Any series of the form summation 1 over n to the power p from n equals to 1 to infinity, where p is greater than 0, is called a p series. Example, is this series summation 5 over 7 to the n cube from n equals to 1 to infinity a p series? Summation 5 over 7 n cube can also be written as 5 over 7 summation n equals to 1 to infinity 1 over n cube. This series looks like this, where p is equals to 3 and 3 is greater than 0. Therefore, this series is a p series. Remark, all p series for p greater than 1 converges. If p is less than or equals to 1 and greater than 0, then the p series diverges. In this example, p is equals to 3, which is greater than 1. That means p is greater than 1. Therefore, this series converges. All harmonic series diverges.